The preparation is now not so much about a team, it's about an individual. And we think about every individual player and what their preparation is over a period of time, particularly for a big series. And there weren't actually a lot of players who were playing in the Test team in Brisbane who were actually in India. And at the same time, there were a lot of players who were back here who were playing Ryobi Cup, who have been able to play in the first couple of rounds of Shield cricket and had a really good preparation. We've had a lot more cricket than England have over the last couple of months. So don't tell me we haven't had a good preparation, because England have hardly played.
The schedule for this summer is, well, interesting to say the least. By December the 13th, we will have played, or even early, December the 11th perhaps, we will have played every state will have played 6 of their 10 Shield matches. The whole Ryobi Cup, the one-day competition, will have been played. That's come and gone already. And 3 of the 5 Test matches, and the sort of all of December and January has been cleared for the Big Bash League. Now, I'm not sure that's the best way to continue to prepare players over the course of the summer.
Yeah, look, I think it's about optimisation, because there's no perfection here, and Greg's raised a number of challenges and issues that we're trying to balance all of the time, and we agonise over these things all of the time, and we don't have... I read a lot of comment about how we've got it wrong, but I don't read a lot of comment about what the solutions are to the problem or the challenge, and that perhaps summarises the point here, is that there isn't a perfect solution. But what we're trying to do is to create a balance and an opportunity. I mean, we talk about this period of Test cricket during the summer. We've had a situation where Brisbane, for example, hosts the first Test match of the summer and then doesn't have any cricket of interest in Brisbane for 2.5 months. And what the Big Bash League has done, for example, is actually brought premium cricket content into that environment. So fans that Greg talks about, families that Greg talks about, can actually come along to the cricket in that time when there's cricket on TV, but in the evening they can go along and actually sample live cricket as well, where there's a good crowd and a great atmosphere.
I just think we've got to suck it up and get on with it. I mean, this is what we've got. We've got to find a way. And I'm involved with all of our development programs, and it's an exciting time. The kids are excited about playing cricket, and they're excited about the fact that there are more options than just test cricket. It's very difficult. I mean, it's hard enough in Australia. I spent time in India with 1.3 billion people. Only 11 of them can play Test cricket at any one time. At least the options are far greater for young athletes to play cricket now than ever before. And as a coach, it's challenging to come up with ways of trying to develop them to be able to cope with the most demanding time that has ever been for young athletes in cricket. They've got to be more adaptable physically, mentally, emotionally than ever before. I think it's exciting. And the kids that are coming up, they don't know what it was like 50 years ago. They don't give a really what it was like 50 years ago. This is what they've got. We've got to think about ways that we can make it better for them and help them to survive and prosper in that environment.
The reason why we invest in the Big Bash League, which incidentally doesn't make money for Cricket Australia, it's not a money-making exercise, it's an investment in the future of the game. But the reason why we do that is because we want Test cricket to live forever. And right now, Test cricket has huge problems in different parts of the world. And it's fundamentally flawed as a game. You think about it, you've got a sport that is played over 5 days, 3 of which are weekdays, only 2 of which are weekends. And what do people do on those days? They're at work or they're at school or whatever. Tell me what sport operates in that environment. That's one of the reasons why I'm a great promoter of trying to play Test cricket at night. We need to go into the space where we fish where the fish are. We're in a great position in Australia because Test cricket is still loved and adored, and I'm at the top of the list in loving that. But the reason why I am passionate about bringing new people to the game is we have to secure the future of cricket. And by doing that, we're securing the future of Test cricket because it's the premium format of the game. That's what it's all about. Bring people to the game and they will graduate their interest levels to Test cricket.